see if this time it works. Hello everyone. Um, I've been trying to start uni. Well, I've been up since 6 a.m. Yeah, and today's been interesting. If any of you saw the one where I woke up, boss woke me up at like 5:25, however many days ago it was, like a week or so ago, and I went back to sleep. And then he tried to wake me up a number of times after, and I kept going back to sleep. And yesterday was hot, right? Gotta be honest and say, when I watched myself back, I do like my hair to be out, at least. Right. So, last night I went to sleep with the windows open and the curtain sort of like open in the middle and open on the end, so the breeze was coming through. And as I've said, I sleep with a sleep mask, yeah? This morning I remember like waking up and sort of, it was really interesting because I knew I was awake, yeah? I could feel my brain wake up, which usually takes a lot of time. And today it didn't, which was cool. And I was like lying there and I sort of was like, open your eyes, and I'm having an internal dialogue in my head, yeah, about how I know I need to wake up because of what happened last time. So this time I sort of like opened one eye and I could see underneath the sleep mask. And it was like the birds chirping and sunlight coming in the window, and it was just lovely. And I've actually posted a post before because I've achieved, well, I haven't achieved nothing, but I haven't achieved much of anything either. So I did get up. I lay in bed scrolling, Google News and Reddit until like I think 6:45 or so. And by then I was like, I definitely need coffee and I need food. And as we're aware, I'm trying to regulate my sleeping because I usually achieve much more when I get up at the time I did today. Today I haven't, but I think there's more things at play at the moment with how I'm feeling because something doesn't feel right. But yeah, right. So I had breakfast, had coffee, took my meds. Like I've known I needed to get a little notebook, right? And I remembered I had one to start taking the meds down, yeah? Because after really thinking about how I'm sort of juggling medication at the moment, I've really realized that I don't want to have to take Tajan a lot. I just don't want to. It's dumb. It's not a medication I want to have to take copious amounts of. And the weed helps me far better than anything. So, again, don't really know what's been happening inside my semi-conscious. But yeah. So, I took my morning meds at about 7, and I remember thinking, remember this time. I was like, yep, cool. And I took 20 milligrams of Tajan because I woke up in a fuckload of pain. And I was explaining this to the woman on the video when I was talking to them at uni today, and I'm like, if you imagine like the size of a 10-cent piece, right? There are these like spots on my back, yeah, and it's like they're like burning hot irons in them. But it's new. I don't like new symptoms. I've been dealing with this for like 15 fucking plus years. New symptoms, I don't need them. But that's okay. We deal. As I said to the woman, I was like, every new fucking thing I deal with, I literally just look at it as, this is why I'm here for my last lifetime. This is why we're doing something big. This is why I'm fucking living in excruciating fucking pain. Because the more I can relate to people, the more further. I think we know what I'm trying to say, yeah? But I managed to walk, boss. And I spoke to a friend on the phone this morning, which was cool. And then we went for a walk around about 9:30, 10. I think it was 10, because the meeting at uni was 11:30. And I took a photo of what I wore because I was just like wearing that really loose singlet that I was lying in yesterday. And, you know, like 3/4 tights, and as we know, no bras, and this was like fully loose, and I was like, fuck it, it's hot. And it covers everything that needs to be covered. And that's enough, yeah? That was funny. I did think that was funny. Trying to like pick up the dog poo while holding him while there's other dogs there at the same time as everything. I almost lost a verb out the side at one or two times, but it's all good, right? But I felt really unwell, like genuinely nauseous, unwell, lightheaded, dizzy. I've been drinking like heaps more water, still not enough, but I'm getting there. I'm doing my best. Now that I say it, I'm thinking once I finish this, I'll go scull some water. I'm making sure that I eat. So, you know, I had breakfast, I had lunch, and yet this nauseated feeling is just, it's really bad. Like, it's like, I feel like I go from having my period, which is not a normal one anyway, because I have an implant on my arm and it's all fucked up, to straight into like bloated and fucking just every single fucking thing hurts. And now on top of it, I've got these like severe extra fucking, hello boss, didn't know he was there. Like cramping pains, headaches, and like I said, nausea and dizzy and ugh. And yet, I can honestly say it's not the flu, it's not a cold, it's none of that stuff. I know it's something else fucking with me. I just don't know exactly what, yeah? And I'm trying to sort of like see if I can space the Ritalin out, because I don't like taking 5 of them. I really think 4 is enough, because like I know why I'm on 5, because it's meant to be sort of like 2 in the morning, 2 at lunch, 1 at 4. So it's gone 8 on the 12th of January 2023, by the way. But today I was like, I'm going to take the 2 in the morning, so that was like around 7. And then I took 1 at, that's what I was writing down. I took 1 at 11:08, right? And I know that was exactly the time because I know that my time of birth is 11:09, and so I thought of it like that. And at the same time I took that, I took 1 instead of waiting to have it like 2 at like say 12:30, and then I took, and this is why I'm getting confused with stats, because the numbers in my head confuse the shit out of me, yeah? So the syringes for my oil are 1 ml, yeah? So it's like 0.1, whatever it is, yeah? All the way to 1. I should really just leave my stupid syringes next to me while I'm doing this so I can figure it out in my own brain. But I took 0.1 and a half, so less than the 0.2, because I really need to figure out when it kicks in. Though I've now realised that didn't work anyway, because I felt so ill all day that I ended up vaping anyway, because I've tried to call the supermarket many fucking times today to see if my sausages are put aside. And I was talking to a friend, Crystal, and I said to her, I really need to get a hold of the fucking supermarket because I can't vape until they know that I'm not going out. But I don't want to fucking miss out on these if the price is going to change, yeah? And she's like, it's not worth just going for a drive. And I'm like, I'm not leaving my house at all unless I absolutely fucking know what I want is there. And even if it was, I'd be asking, can I go get it tomorrow? Worst case. Because I really don't like driving when I feel as unwell as I do. And as much as I feel like sometimes it might come across like I'm this really irresponsible person, I'm actually really not. Yeah. And I do take my medication the way it's meant to be. Or if I'm honest, I don't take the weed nearly as much as it's fucking prescribed to me. I actually think my life would be probably better if I did. Starting to think I am going to have to keep testing this out even more because I want to pull the Tarzan way the back, and then, yeah, weed is my friend, okay? But currently, right now, absolutely no part of my 3D fucking body is. And that means I have not gotten off the first page of the frickin' study guide for my week 7 work. I'm literally at like 4 minutes, I think, into the first learning objectives video. And mind you, I know nothing about this topic. So far I've had a, basic idea of what we've been doing up until week 6. Now we're at week 7. Technically this is week 8. Week 7 was before the break. And I have no fucking ideas. So I really have to fucking pay attention to what I'm doing. Which I think is why I sent a message to Crystal right before I decided to turn my camera on saying, I really think I should just pack it in. It's the same as yesterday. Like, I think yesterday I was a lot, okay, I'm not well, everything's fine. And as I've said, I'm in a much better place in so many ways, but it's still me, and I'm still going to be going through things until it's like really cemented. So I guess today there's been like, it's not bad, and I'm feeling good. It's just that I guess it's more prominent to me at the moment that it's Thursday. I believe it's Thursday. Yep. And classes started back on Monday. Obviously, Tuesday was out because of that. Well, I guess when I put it like that, that makes sense. So, I mean, I was trying to figure out if I've actually achieved anything for uni this week. And I guess I would say, to be fair to me, I've finished the week 4's learning objectives, gone through week 5. I know what I'm doing mostly with week 6. Like, I can catch up. I got hours coming out my ears. It's just that, unfortunately, all these hours aren't always workable ones, because it's fucking difficult to function when you're in excruciating pain, and then you add some new fucking symptoms that you're just not even sure how to deal with on top, and then you add on fucking bloating, cramping, headaches, dizziness, ugh. It's no wonder, it's fucking any wonder I did get out of bed today. And like I said, it's just gone 4:13 in the afternoon, and I've been up since 6 o'clock. And I've only taken 4 out of my 5 Ritalin, and if I'm going to take the last one, I would literally have to take it right the fuck now, and I just don't see that being a very good idea, so I'm not going to do that. I did call my doctor's office though, and I spoke to the receptionist. I was like, can you please do me a favor? I was like, can you go and ask such and such if I need to book a like in-person appointment, if she can test me, or if I just need to book a phone appointment for her to send me a referral. And this is for being tested for dyslexia, because I'd put money on it that Graham was right. Like I said to the lady this morning, I've known it my whole life I do this. Well, it's more prominent now. Like I'm fucking so aware, which is interesting because I've never been that person who reads anything back before I send it. So I'm surprised people could even understand me the way I screw words up. Because I actually miss words and screw words up and put the wrong one in, and then constantly. Texts, emails, posts, blogs, it happens without fail. In all fairness, I honestly am fucking surprised I have the grades I do at uni, because I don't recall, like, it's now just like smack me in the fuck of my head how much I read things wrong. So, yeah. I really, really am being kinder to myself just in that sense, because it's like I'm dealing with so many fucking things, eh? It's just like, oh. But, it's okay. But the answer to that one was that my doctor needs to do some research on, like, where to actually send me, so she'll get back to me. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was trying to kid myself in the sense of, if I make a video now and talk it out, I'll feel better, but I don't feel better. I feel very unwell, and if it was any of my friends talking to me saying things that I'm saying, I would tell them to bloody stop fucking schoolwork and go and lie down. Just do something. Like, I have read the same sentence, I think, like 4 times, and I think that's when I was like, fuck this, like, I need to talk. I need to see if I can help myself. But yeah, I'm like, like I said, I had a meeting with the woman at uni today, and I was just so fucking dazed from pain and brain fog. Multiple times I started telling her something, and then I was like, please tell me what we were talking about. I was like, because I have literally no idea what I was just saying. And I reckon that happened 3 times. So now that I'm really saying that out loud to all of you, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to sit here any longer. It is pointless. I don't know what I'm actually going to do. There's a lot to do. No, I take that back. I'm going to take my clothes off the clothesline, off the clothes horse in the fucking room with the solarium, and then I'm going to hang the washing that I finally put in the washing machine today out, because that washing has just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and honestly, I was surprised at a whole lot of it, and that is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to end this here, because I think that's enough. And I'm just going to remind myself, and I'm hopefully in the process helping you all remember to remind yourselves that we can only do our best, and our best is good enough. And I'm going to leave it at that. Good enough is good enough, as my psychologist always says. I'm sending love and light to all of you, and I will check in with you all again tomorrow. Bye.